your time. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you for that. I'm here for you. We're here for each other, exactly. There are points in your life that define you. Your life is like a book of chapters, and the decisions you make when life happens shape you, who you are and who you want to become. And I remember I was like 6 or 7 years old. There was a parents' teachers conference, and my parents were told I'd never be anything but average. And they were very upset. I remember being worried about what was going to happen to me on the ride home. And halfway home, my dad stopped the car and pulled over, and he turned and he looked at me in the back seat, and he told me I could be anything I wanted to be. And if I believed and if I worked hard, that I should never accept the limitations others tried to place on me. And that was the first of many lessons that he taught me, and I still learn from him to this day. When I was 15, I joined the boxing program, and before my first fight, I told my boxing coach that I was scared. And I was afraid that I'd lose and be embarrassed in front of a crowd of hundreds of people. And he introduced me to the man in the arena, the Teddy Roosevelt speech. We read each year before the competition we do here. And it taught me that if I fought with purpose, I had already won no matter what. And when I was 26 and I got to Ybor City in 2001, and I met Don Barco. Many of you know Don. Don was the owner of King Corona. He's a very special person. We lost him a few years ago to cancer. And he was a patriarch to many of us here in Ybor City. And he told me I had a bigger obligation than just being the GM of the Ritz Theater, which was the Masquerade back then. And he taught me about Ybor City, and he explained I had a responsibility to this community and to our city, and I really took that to heart. And so over the years, I helped start the Ybor Merchants Association. I sat on the board of the Ybor Chamber for 8 years until I became chair. I served on the YCDC. I've developed venue safety plans for our district. I helped found Safe and Sound with some other great businesses during the pandemic to help our hospitals that were overflowing with problems. And I've served with National Independent Venue Association for 5 years as our Florida captain and Southeast president. And we continue to fight to save our stages, but we did get the largest arts bill passed in history, and $900 million worth of aid came to the state of Florida, giving a lifeline to hundreds of for and nonprofit indie venues. For 19 years, Crowbar has been a safe haven. Come as you are, come with love. We've done hundreds of benefits, fundraisers, community events, and we've had some great fucking music. And if all ended tomorrow, I'd be able to say I've had a pretty goddamn good life. I want to say thank you to my wife, who's over there, who has sacrificed. She sacrificed so much. And Amy, you were supportive, you were brave, you spent a lot of time alone carrying the extra weight of our household while being the best public school teacher in the state of Florida. You've always allowed me to be me. You know I'm a fighter. She knows I'm passionate about helping people and about issues and about fighting when it's necessary, not just when it's convenient or easy. There's a quote from To Kill a Mockingbird about courage, and courage is not a man with a gun in his hand. It's knowing you're licked before you begin, and you begin anyway, and you see it through no matter what. And you rarely win, but sometimes you do. And so I know that we've got a year left here in this church of music and art, but I want to continue to fight for our communities, for our small business owners, and for the arts for many, many years to come.
Thank you, Tom.
I know what it's like to feel unheard, to be undervalued, to be underestimated, and I also know that if you don't have a seat at the table, then you are on the menu. And that's why I want to announce that I'm throwing my hat into the ring for Tampa City Council District 5. I am entering this race to be a fighter and a voice for the people that make up the heart and the soul of District 5. Too often, the boots on the ground doing the work in our communities have been left marginalized and unheard. I have lived my Tampa dream doing what I love for close to 25 years, but not without heavy struggle. And I'm going to make sure everyone here can have a shot at their dreams too. I want to be a force for change. I need your support. Together, we will win. And I cannot think of anything better to do right now than to bring out Jeremy Glock, the Dog Father,